The United States didn't just reopen the Strait of Hormuz, but decided to keep control of it. That is the extraordinary possibility now hanging over one of the world's most important waterways. On August 12, President Donald Trump declared that the United States has total control over the Strait of Hormuz, and then added 4 words that could be even more significant. "I think we will keep it." Washington says its naval blockade has created what Trump calls a wall of steel, but Tehran says the exact opposite, insisting that the strait remains under Iranian control and management. So now, 2 completely different versions of reality are colliding over the same stretch of water. And this is where the story becomes much bigger than a simple military confrontation. If Trump really means the United States intends to keep control of Hormuz, then Washington may be attempting to fundamentally change the balance of power around one of the world's most important energy choke points. But there is a major contradiction. If America truly has total control, why is normal traffic through the strait still nowhere near normal? The Strait of Hormuz may be narrow, but its importance is enormous. It connects the Persian Gulf with the Gulf of Oman and the wider Arabian Sea, making it a critical gateway for global energy and shipping. Before the conflict, roughly 130 to 140 vessels could cross the strait in a single day. But that traffic has collapsed, with tracking data showing only a handful of vessels crossing on some days. And that reveals something important. The battle for Hormuz isn't simply about who has the bigger navy. It's about who can determine whether commercial ships actually feel safe enough to move. The United States has overwhelming military power in the region. American warships can patrol, intercept vessels, and maintain a blockade, while the Pentagon says it can sustain that blockade indefinitely through rotating forces. But Iran doesn't necessarily need to defeat the U.S. Navy ship for ship. It only needs to make commercial shipping too dangerous, too expensive, or too uncertain. If shipping companies believe the strait remains dangerous, many will simply stay away. And that creates the central paradox. America may dominate the battle space, but military dominance and commercial control are not necessarily the same thing. Both sides are therefore claiming control. Washington says it has total control. Tehran says the strait remains under its management and rejects Trump's claim. So what does control actually mean? The United States may have the ability to dominate the surrounding waters, but Iran can still create uncertainty and challenge the movement of commercial vessels. That means the real battlefield isn't only the water, it is confidence. Confidence that a tanker can enter, confidence that it can leave, and confidence that its cargo will actually reach its destination. And this brings us to Trump's most important words. They may not have been total control. They may have been, "We will keep it," because that changes the question completely. This may no longer be simply about reopening Hormuz during a war. It could be about determining who gets to write the rules for the strait after the fighting ends. Controlling Hormuz during a military confrontation is one thing. Keeping it afterward is something else entirely. So, does the United States have the military power to dominate Hormuz? Yes. But does that automatically mean America has complete control of the strait? That remains contested. Iran still claims authority. Commercial traffic remains heavily disrupted, and neither side has completely eliminated the other's leverage. And that is why the real question isn't who won Hormuz. The real question is who will control it when this war is finally over. Because if Trump really intends to keep the strait, the battle for Hormuz may not be ending. It may only be entering its most consequential phase.